Wouldn't it be awesome if you were able to turn on your TV, your soundbar, your streaming device, and then run the streaming app all from a touch of a button by simply doing this? And that's just one. You could have other several streaming apps just like Disney Plus, Amazon Prime, HBO Max, and have them all set up the same way. Instead of fumbling through apps and going through the TV menus, et cetera, one button will get you right there. Now, this remote has several other smart features, including Google Assistant built in. Now, we're going to talk more about the Sofabaton U3 right after this. Let's dive right into this review. If you haven't done so already, make sure you go ahead and subscribe, like this video, and also share it out as I continue to march on the road to 100K subscribers. The Sofabaton U3 and its charging dock. This remote will control all of your IR, Bluetooth, and RF devices, which is pretty awesome. A key feature of the U3, it has a global macro button to turn on your TV, maybe your soundbar, and your streaming device just from one button. And you don't have to set it up every time it remembers the sequence. So if you have a certain sequence you want those devices to turn on or power on, you have it programmed in that macro, push the button, and it's ready to go. Another key feature is it has Google Assistant that's built into it, which allows you to control your Bluetooth connected devices by just using your voice, by simply pressing the dedicated button and then speaking. The Google Assistant button only works with devices that natively support Google Assistant over Bluetooth. It's not compatible with Apple TV, Siri, or Fire TV. One last key feature I wanted to mention that it simultaneously connects to multiple devices over Bluetooth control. So you don't have to reconnect each device every single time. You can connect up to 3 Bluetooth devices such as your TV, soundbar, and then your streaming device, and then simultaneously control them with 0 lag. So I think that's pretty awesome as well. And not worry about reconnecting. Enough of my mumbo and jumbo. Let's dive right into this unboxing. Here they are, both unboxed. Charge cable here that came with the remote, Type C to Type A, the manual, and then a Sofabaton U3 charging dock, power cable, which is the Type C to Type A, power plug, and then the user manual. Now it states here, activate by charging the remote first to wake it up. So of course there's 2 ways you can charge it. You could charge it with the included cable, or you could drop it in just like so. If you look closer, you can see that the screen is on. And it's ready to go. Let's do a quick size comparison. This is the X1S remote. And of course, this is the U3. But as you can see, this one is definitely larger. And this one is thinner. You can see the Google Voice button right here. And then all your other standard buttons there, favorite shortcut buttons here. You would need to download the Sofabaton app. And once you have that downloaded and logged in or registered, go through the process. And of course, we need this remote here. Give that access. It tells you what to do here. So press both of these buttons. Connect to Bluetooth. Let's go ahead and update that. That's been completed. Let's go ahead and reconnect. And as you see, it's connected. And of course, you see there are no devices added to this, meaning no TV or soundbar or anything like that. So if I tap here, you can start the process. So are you going to connect via infrared, Bluetooth, or RF? Of course, I have no macros. And you can go ahead and go through the process to get those set up as well. And I tap me here. You can check for app updates, your app language. remote settings. You can switch in between remotes if you have more than one. Then you have a guide here, contact the support team. Under about, you have policy, term of use, and then about us. Under remote setting, you can change the remote name if you want to. Check for firmware updates. And you have pair repeater and pair with new repeater. And of course, you can factory reset it from here as well. And that's pretty much it. With that stated, let's go ahead and connect this to the TV and let's see how this works. And now I'm going to go through the process of adding this TV to this remote. So what we need to do, of course, there are different ways. This TV has Bluetooth and it also can be connected via infrared. I'm going to pair this via Bluetooth. That way I'm able to use the Google Assistant. So tap. Then I'm going to go to Sony because it is a Sony TV. Go ahead and tap complete. It states here on the target device, go to Bluetooth settings and search for what you see here. Bluetooth setting, add a device. There it is. Tap OK. It should be pairing. And as you see there, it says paired. And on here it says complete. See there, the Sony TV has been added. It shows that it's been added as well. You can see I'm controlling the volume. I can move around. And it's fully connected. If I were to go to macro, tap here, tap plus, and then add step, select my device, command, let's see here, let that load. So let's find one that's really simple. Like if I press volume up test, as you can see that worked. Choose, let's say power. So that's what the command would do. You can set your duration from 0.5 seconds all the way to 5 seconds. I'll leave it at 0.5 seconds and tap confirm. And as you can see, that's done. You can go ahead and add another one if you wanted to. Go ahead and tap next. Select your device and then tap next. You can input the macro name. I'm just going to say power. And then tap complete. Looking at the remote right under the screen, this is the macro button. So if I press that, you're going to see that there. You can select it by going to the scroll wheel and then press on it to activate it. I'm going to go ahead and add my soundbar. I'm going to connect via infrared. Tap here, and there's two ways you can connect. Search in the database or the learning. I'm going to go ahead and search in the database that's up here. And then let's see. Let's go ahead and type in what I'm connecting to. My model here. So I'm going to go ahead and tap audio. And then we can go ahead and test all of the buttons there. Just did so and tap OK. You see the way they were paired are different. One has the Bluetooth icon and the other one doesn't because it was connected or paired via IR blaster. The last thing I'm going to add is my Roku. I won't bore you with that. I'm going to go ahead and get that set up and be right back. The Roku has been added. I also added the macros here. So I have 3 different macros. If you look on the remote, you'll see the 3 different macros I have here. But if I go back a screen, you can see all 3 devices. Bottom 2 have been paired via IR, and the top one, of course, is Bluetooth. I just turned everything off. Let's say I wanted to go to Roku from the macro. I can go here and I have it set to Netflix. And it's going to go right to Netflix. How dope is that? I didn't have to turn the TV on first, go to the input, so it selects the Roku, and then drill down to Netflix and go through all that process. I just went right to the macro and went straight to the app. And I can have several of those, so I can name it, you know, the different apps there. Let's say I have Disney Plus, Amazon Prime, HBO Max. I have all those macros there. The TV turns on with that and the soundbar. How dope is that? Again, all 3 devices powered on with one touch of a button. Don't have to go through the hassle of navigating and turning different things on. One touch, turned everything on, got me right into what I need to see. Let's say you wanted to set something up via infrared and you went to learning, and you could choose, let's say, TV. You can just learn the commands you need. You don't have to go through the process of learning all of them, but just the ones that you would need. Get that set up and you'll be ready to go. Add one, name it, and then go through the process. Like I said, I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of time there. Pretty self-explanatory, but it's nice that that option is there. And then of course you have radio frequency, or RF, and sync up your devices that way as well. And you also have this option here where it says, I'm not sure which method to choose. So that option is available as well. Last thing I want to go over is the Google Assistant. You double press the microphone button there and that activates it. Now, please keep in mind, as I mentioned earlier, the Google Assistant will only work with Bluetooth compatible devices that natively works directly with Google Assistant. Make sure you have that confirmed first before trying to work with this function. But you would just double press it, tap continue if you want to, or you can go no.
Okay, Google. Okay.
Then it will go through all this process here. I'm going to go ahead and press the button on the remote just as it states there. What's the weather? All you need to do is hold down and then start to talk. So now I'm going to go ahead and say something else. Play Netflix. So you definitely have that option there if you have a compatible device. Again, you hold it down, say your command, and then wait for it to perform that command. Again, once you're done with it, just place it in here and let it charge. Very, very convenient. So what do y'all think? I definitely think that the Sofabaton U3 remote is pretty awesome and the best they've created so far. So many options to get your devices paired with it. Doesn't take any effort, and you can have each device set up in seconds, and you don't even need the original remote from that device. I definitely think that's a winner in my book. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you're interested in a Sofabaton U3 remote and its charging dock, please use the link in the description section of my video, as it truly helps me out. But this completes my unboxing, setup, and review of the Sofabaton U3 and its charging dock.